Hello, people, and welcome to Nerd Talk. I am the Real Comic Book Gamer, or Dylan, and with me, as always, is my co-host,
John. What's up, guys?
Yeah, that was much more enthusiastic than last time.
I know. I'm sorry about that last time. Jun.
Yeah. But our first bit of news is Jason Momoa saying F you to Marvel, writing it on that fan's poster.
I can't believe he actually did that. But, I mean, I can understand because, you know, DC is trying to be the best and they're trying to make the big comeback because they started late on other movies because, you know, they had to finish up the Dark Knight series. But, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, it sounds right. You can say what you want. I mean...
Yeah, there are so
DC
many
versus Marvel.
So many butthurt Marvel fans over there. Which my problem with is I was fine with what Mackie said. Anthony Mackie, he's the guy who plays Falcon. He was saying he was talking smack talk to DC before. I was fine with that. The only issue that I had with what Marvel had said was when Samuel Jackson said DC doesn't have heroes; they have interesting villains. Which he was referring to the fact that, Superman killed Zod, a mass murderer. So, you're an evil person if you kill a mass murderer. And I'm also assuming he's talking a little bit about Dark Knight, how Batman killed Two-Face, which he did that by saving a family. Yeah. Same thing Superman did in Man of Steel. Yeah. And that's the only thing. That's beyond smack talk or joking around, calling DC's heroes interesting villains. But what Anthony Mackie said, I thought was great. He was just talking about, if they step up, they're going to get knocked down. And what Jason Momoa said, I thought was fine, too. And apparently there's some quote floating around about Robert Downey Jr., said FDC when talking about the Dark Knight series before. Which, I didn't hear about that till now.
I never heard that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But the one problem I think is, Samuel L. Jackson, when he says that, and you look back at who made their characters first, it was DC, most of them, and who copied their characters was Marvel.
True.
But the only thing I don't like is, there's half of the people that don't read the comics, they watch the movies. So the other half that don't read comics, they only know what happens in the movies. So they think Marvel did it first. So, then that gave all those fans to Marvel, and now they're like, oh, DC made this, and DC's faking, they copied Marvel and all this, and it's very weird. They have all the rights.
The one thing Marvel made first, though, that DC copied off of was Namor. Aquaman was a copy off Namor. That was the one thing, because majority of the other copies,
only one.
DC made first, and then Marvel copied off of them. What was it, Vision and Martian Manhunter, Green Arrow and Hawkeye. The majority of them DC made first, but not Namor and Aquaman. Namor was first, man. Of all the characters,
Batman, but no one cares about him.
I mean, Namor's got little wings on his feet.
Aquaman, but yeah, and Batman and Iron Man, because billionaires, money,
yeah.
In the air.
Well, that happened a lot. DC even ripped off their own character with Green Arrow and Batman. Green Arrow was a big Batman ripoff at first.
Yeah. Well, it's our own character. They can really do what they want.
Yeah, but we also got that new Star Wars spinoff announced, Rogue One, starring Felicity Jones. And the director of Godzilla is directing it, which I liked him. I really loved Godzilla. And the writer who... People are saying he did Nutty Professor or something, or some other stuff. His writing credit isn't really good from what I've heard. The stuff that I've seen that he wrote, it was just why would you get this guy for a Star Wars spinoff?
I think he's right in the part for visual effects, because the Godzilla movie, all about making Godzilla and all the other giant monsters. Yeah, he's good in that part, but the story, I just had no clue. I didn't understand.
I don't think he's not writing it. The director isn't writing it. It's a different writer.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Guy who wrote Nutty Professor 3 with...
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not very happy with this.
And the thing is, everyone's
I was hoping a Boba Fett.
Yes,
I was hoping a Boba Fett
we still
movie.
got another spinoff that's coming from someone else, at least I believe that's what's going to happen. We're supposed to be getting 2 spinoffs from all the rumors that have been going around. So maybe, because, we had that rumor about the whole heist Ocean's 12 Suicide Squad type movie involving bounty hunters, infiltrating the Death Star, which I thought sounded awesome. But instead we got Rogue One with Felicity Jones. And everyone's
I don't really care about it.
Yeah, everyone's talking about how Felicity Jones is a great actress. But my problem is, was it The Theory of Everything? You had the guy who played Stephen Hawking. People said did an amazing job. But then he was in, what was that movie called? the February movie made by like the people who made The Matrix that was absolutely terrible. I don't remember what it's called. He played the villain in it. I hate myself now. I can't remember the name of it. Everyone said it was like terrible, and he was terrible in it. So, we'll see if she can carry a movie on her own. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really care for the actor either. I mean, I just don't think she's right in the spot. I mean, I like her, but I mean, I really don't like very much about it. I mean, I was hoping for Boba Fett. It can't be a Han Solo one, because no one else can play Han Solo except for Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I don't like the rumors
one.
of Chris Pratt playing him in Indiana Jones.
No.
Since Han Solo and Indiana Jones are essentially the same person, because it's not really fair for someone to play a character that Harrison Ford has played. In my opinion, no one should ever play a character Harrison Ford has played but Harrison Ford. Chris Pratt would do a great job, but he just shouldn't touch the role, in my opinion.
Yeah, because Han Solo is known for his attitude, the way he is. You know, he shoots first and this and
no. We don't know if he shoots first. Remember that?
Yeah.
Greedo shot
he changed it. Oh God!
Just
but
like
then,
we thought,
Boba Fett is.
We thought Darth Vader was a badass,
helmet.
And then the prequels came around, and turns out he's just a big crybaby under there. George Lucas changed a lot of stuff.
I don't know. I don't realize what I did. He must have been drunk. But but Boba Fett is known for his helmet. You know, anybody could really play Boba Fett because we never really saw him without his helmet.
We did in episode 2.
We just like him because he's
like a little New Zealand boy.
Stupid. Yeah,
that origin was so bad.
The
origin was
terrible.
So bad. So, if you could make a Star Wars spinoff, what would you do? Like, what characters and everything, and then I'll go off on my tirade about what Star Wars spinoff I'd do.
Mandalorians.
I thought you were gonna say Man of Steel at first.
Nah. Yes, Man of Steel coming in. Yeah, I would do a Mandalorian spinoff. I don't care if it'd be Boba Fett or Mandalorians, any type of Mandalorian. It'd just be awesome to see a Mandalorian. You can't really do like Luke or Leia or Han because they're too old. I mean, they could still do one, but the episode 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
But a Mandalorian would be awesome because we've never seen like a single film about them. Just their story.
So specifically Boba Fett, or like just a group of Mandalorians, or what?
Many. Yeah. It can be many Mandalorians. I don't care if it's Boba Fett or just a ton of Mandalorians with vibro blades. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, we got to see some Mandalorians in the Clone Wars. They explored that. Darth Maul went and killed their leader, which is actually pretty cool. That was when Clone Wars got gutsy and was like, okay, we're gonna kill a lot of people, which was surprising because the first 3 seasons, no one died, not even a clone.
I just don't understand half of the stuff that the Clone Wars did.
Yeah.
Just kind of, it went off.
Do you have a specific director in mind?
No, no, not right now. I mean, I think J.J. Abrams is perfect. I think he should direct all 3 because I think he's going to do the best out of all 3 of the actors on this one. In my opinion, I think he will, because I just don't like the other 2 actors so far. I mean, I can understand, the other ones directing it and giving them a chance and all, but I don't think you should give them a chance because they're all going to feel different, and I want them to feel like the original.
So I thought we were talking about spinoffs. Now you're talking about the main 7, 8, 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, who?
Yeah. I mean.
So you would want Abrams to direct your spinoff, or just no clue right now?
Yeah, I would like Abrams to, because I want them all to have the original feel, like he's trying to do in Episode 7.
Yeah. If I could have a spinoff, it would be an Obi-Wan spinoff. Get Ewan McGregor back, and just show his transformation. Because that was one of the good things the prequels did. Very few things was we saw the transformation of Obi-Wan from young, hot-headed apprentice to wise master. Even though between 1 and 2, there was a little bit too much of he just completely entered the dark side to murder Darth Maul. Now he's wise master with a mullet. That was a little too fast for me. But to me, Obi-Wan deserves his own spinoff, and Ewan McGregor is just perfect as Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
He
definitely is. And if they're gonna do it, they better start now because time's ticking and he's getting old, because it's been 10 years since the
Well, that's the great
Prequels
thing
came
about
out.
this would be a sequel to episode
perfect
3,
time.
so he can do it like
Yeah.
whenever he wants because he's not Alec Guinness's age yet, so he can do it whenever he wants. And I just think it'd be so cool to see Obi-Wan going around because originally, like a while ago, when Ewan McGregor was still young, I wanted like a prequel to the prequel about Obi-Wan because of the fact that in episode 1, Qui-Gon was just all gushing over Anakin. We never even saw how, like, really Obi-Wan and Anakin became... I mean, not Obi-Wan and Anakin. Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon became, apprentice and master. They just were. And then Anakin came, and he was all obsessed with Anakin, didn't care at all for Obi-Wan. So I wanted to see a little bit more of that. Expanded Universe told us, but Expanded Universe is not canon now, except for the new Marvel comics. So, yeah.
Good.
Which really...
I'm happy that it's not.
I'm happy about that, but I'm also not, because now Boba Fett is a complete loser. Because at least before it was like, well, he did this stuff in the expanded universe. Now it's like that doesn't count. The only thing Boba Fett really ever did was he was sort of the man with a plan a bit, because he set up the whole plan that got Han Solo captured. At least it's generally implied that he did. So at least he did that. Physically, he never did anything besides fly into a Sarlacc pit.
Obi-Wan. Boba Fett. Boba Fett. Where?
Boba Fett, where? Yeah, he got beat up by a blind guy and then flew into a Sarlacc pit. The robot chicken Boba Fett is the best. Then like 20 Jedi come out of nowhere. So I throw a thermal detonator and drop into... I would love to see a spinoff about that Boba Fett, the robot chicken Boba Fett.
I am from Robot Chicken.
That'd be perfect. Then when he goes and murders all the Ewoks. My gosh.
He can't die.
I would like for a Boba Fett spinoff as well, but my only problem with the Boba Fett spinoff is the fact that the prequels screwed up his origin so bad, because there was some book to where he was apparently some rogue cop or something, and it was apparently a really cool origin. I never read it. That sounds so much cooler than just little cloned guy from Jango Fett. It's so stupid.
True.
And they should get the guy back who played him to do his voice, because that guy has such a cool voice. Like that voice, which is so cool in the originals. What's his name? The guy who plays Jango Fett has a cool voice as well, but I prefer the original guy because his voice, just listen to it, it's such an awesome voice, and it fits Boba Fett perfectly. You can get whoever you want to actually play the guy, and I think it would be cool if he never took off his mask once in the film, or if he did, like, you didn't really see him. Sort of like a Master Chief effect, like, you just never see it.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
And I do have a director in mind for a Boba Fett movie, and that'd be the two guys who directed John Wick. I don't quite remember their names. They were like ex-stuntmen, I think, and they did really good. Actually, here, I can search it up. David Leitch and Chad Stahelski.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys. Did you see John Wick?
Yeah.
Really good. I would love for them to direct a Boba Fett movie. A Boba Fett movie, like him going around and... Oh my gosh, that'd be so epic. I don't know the time space because the whole Sarlacc pit thing, and so yeah, that's because the beginning of the Boba Fett movie wouldn't be very good because it would be explaining how he got out of the Boba Fett how he got out of the Sarlacc pit, and so how you explain that would be like, no matter how you do it, it'd just be stupid, and it'd be like, well, you have to because we need a Boba Fett movie. It's like, it barfed him up. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty hard to explain.
That's why,
like a real realistic way.
Yeah, but
that wouldn't be stupid. Would be like, wow, okay.
Yeah, it would be hard to do. Like at Star Wars, I think it should just open up with like Boba Fett at a bar, and someone's like, "You're Boba Fett. How'd you get out?" It's like. And then he could do a whole Jack Sparrow explanation, like the hair on my back and these turtles, or he could just be like,
that'd be cool if they.
Yeah, like he's just like, I got out, like Boba Fett,
like I'm here,
or he shoots the guy, like he's just there and it doesn't explain it. I think that would be better than showing it actually happening, because however you do it, it would just be retarded. Because it's a Sarlacc pit. The whole point is like ultimate death when you go in there. It's not like, oh, you're just swallowed and you're fine and you're like Jonah and the whale. It's nothing like that. You're just dead.
If they described it, then I just remember the Sarlacc pit being like, if you go in, then there's like no way out, because it was eating people up in episode 6. Yeah, But if they described it, then it'd be like, well, if he could do that, then anybody could go in there. So that means all those other guys survive. No, they just don't need to explain it. That'd be awesome.
I also think a cool spinoff would be if you went before the prequels, which I know some people would be like, yeah, because it's prequel. Prequel would be to go to the heyday of the Jedi and the Sith, because in Episode 1 when Darth Maul shows up, they're like, oh, the Sith are back! Wow, they had been gone. So if you go back to the heyday, to where like seeing armies of these guys go off against each other, like sort of like the old Republic, how awesome that would be. See just like armies of Jedi and Sith going against each other. That'd be so epic.
They also have some really cool and interesting characters in the Old Republic as well, like Nihilius and Malik. Those would be and Raven. That'd be some awesome characters to go visit.
Yeah, if I had to choose from a video game, that would be Republic Commando. Since we're never getting a sequel to that amazing game, it's so good. Did you play Republic Commando?
Star Wars 1313.
I have. We don't know about Star Wars 1313. That got canceled. That thing could have sucked for all we know.
As they say.
Republic Commando.
It was Boba Fett game. I'm in.
For Republic Commando, like, just make that a whole fan service movie, because the Republic Commando's difference between them and the clones is they had a choice between Order 66 or not. I read some of the books, and like some of them are like, well, I think all the Republic Commandos like in Delta Squad, like joined the 66 except for Sev, because he was like dead. They never explained that in the book what happened, because he disappeared at the end of the game, and they never explained in the books, which because waiting for a sequel, which never came, and hopefully will come now that EA has the rights. Hopefully, probably not.
I hate EA.
But they brought back Battlefront. I love EA right now. LucasArts tried and failed. It's gonna be good.
Yes,
but at least it's coming. Even if it's at least it's going to be here, and even if it's just a reskin of Battlefield, which I don't want it to be, at least
I wouldn't care about that either.
At least it'll be better than not having it.
Yeah, true.
It's better than just watching these unfinished alphas on YouTube and being like, why can't I play that?
I just wish it could go into another developer's hands.
DICE does good.
I understand.
Hopefully they don't reskin
DICE, DICE, but EA? No, BioWare? Ooh.
DICE is who's doing Battlefront.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like any other game, because DICE isn't gonna be the only one to work on a Star Wars game. There's gonna be many.
Yeah, well, BioWare did the Old Republics. I didn't care for them because I'm not into really those type. I'm not into turn-based RPGs. I'm not into turn-based.
That was when they were in their prime. That is gone so far.
Really, really far. I was hoping they would start off with like a more prominent character for their spinoff instead of announcing here's Rogue One about a character that you know nothing about. At least if they would have done a spinoff about a new character, we could have had them introduced in episode 7, but now it's just like Felicity Jones as whoever, probably Rogue One, and we know nothing about him. So here you go, a movie about no one you know anything about, which I like having new stuff in Star Wars, but I wish they would at least give us some build up towards her character.
True, but at the same time, I'm just gonna go ahead and guess what it's about. It's about her, and she's a pilot. That's what I'm guessing.
Oh, really? Wow. Great.
I know, it's amazing, right?
Never would have thought of that, ever.
Yeah, I know, Rogue One means nothing about flying.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be about, like, the survivors of Alderaan. Like, one person somehow survived. And they go around and
watch it just be that. It's gonna be that.
Felicity Jones is the one person.
Okay, we're gonna change it up.
Yes, Felicity Jones is the one person who survived Alderaan. So she goes around, and well, she could try and go and kill the well, they're not the rebels now. I guess they'd be turned back to the Republic because now the Empire is sort of gone-ish. That's confusing because they wouldn't be called the rebels because they're not rebelling against anything because there's nothing to rebel against.
Yeah, true.
So...
J.J. Abrams, your thoughts?
J.J. I hope he doesn't screw up episode 7. I really, 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 really hope he doesn't screw it up.
If he does, then... Look at all this Star Wars stuff coming. This is like a comeback. They have so much potential.
Yeah, because Disney got him. Disney wants that money.
If they screw this up, though, it's basically over.
Okay, if you had to predict...
I mean, no one's going to care about the movies if they suck.
Yeah, well, if they suck, people still go and see them. You just saw that with the prequels. But if you had to predict when a Star Wars Marvel crossover would happen, when do you think it would happen? It's probably going to happen in the comics soon, but in the movies,
oh
when
yeah,
do you think it'll happen?
Probably like 2040.
Probably will. It'll be like when superhero movies are on their last leg, and there's like Star Wars.
Yeah, and they've done
superhero
every
crossover.
single idea.
Yeah,
like wow, billions of dollars coming back. Yeah, after they try every superhero idea, then that will happen.
Besides a DC Marvel crossover, that wouldn't happen until after.
I wish that would happen already, but you know they gotta do Justice League and Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Speaking
fight already
of the whole Aquaman thing, people are saying because Jason Momoa is up for the role of Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy, so everyone's like, well, he's all pissed that he didn't get Drax, so now he's writing F Marvel. As Drax, he would have been a side character in Guardians of the Galaxy and not be in Avengers for a while, because from what we've heard, James Gunn was saying that like Guardians and Avengers are not going to cross over right away, so it's going to be a little bit. Now he's getting his own solo movie and he's appearing in Justice League. I think that's a lot bigger than being a side character in Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't think he's salty at all about that. I don't think he's like, oh, screw you, Marvel. I think he just did it because it's just some smack talk. Some people may be like, well, F Marvel, that's a little bit too heavy. What Samuel Jackson said, I believe, was worse.
Well, the one thing about it is he is Samuel L. Jackson, and more people are going to be with him because he's bigger than Jason Momoa. But
yes, but if I was on the street with Samuel Jackson or Jason Momoa, I would prefer to be on Jason Momoa's side because he could just pick Samuel Jackson up and break him in half. Like Chris Hemsworth is the only dude from Marvel that would really that would be able to stand up to Jason Momoa and be like, don't say that. Everyone else would just be like cowering in a corner, just like, that guy's scary. Especially when you've got like freaking Ben Affleck on DC's side. He's 6'4" and huge now.
Yeah, he's a big guy. What about Henry Cavill?
Henry Cavill is big, but he's like 6'1". Jason Momoa is just like a beast-looking dude, though. Because Henry Cavill's like a nice guy. He's got that really fancy British accent. But Jason Momoa just looks like he would kill you. And so that's like in real life.
I can bring that to the movie.
I don't think Samuel Jackson would tell Jason Momoa to his face, DC heroes are interesting villains.
Unless
I think if he had like some bodyguards with him, he would.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He was gonna
in a public area. He'd be like, DC heroes. They're just
the bodyguards would be like wrestlers.
Yeah, just like huge dudes. Jason Momoa, turns out he carries his trident with him everywhere and just kills him. That'd just be the best if Jason Momoa carries his trident with him everywhere.
That would be awesome.
So what?
What do you? Okay, so what do you think about Age of Ultron and Civil War? Do you have any idea on those?
That's a whole separate podcast, man. We're going to be delving all into that.
No, I'm just trying to get a little piece of it because I don't.
Age of Ultron is my most anticipated movie of this year because I don't know if I can trust J.J. Abrams with Star Wars. Jurassic World looks really good, but it also looks like the same thing that we've seen in the past Jurassic Park movies. And Mad Max looks really good. But my problem with Mad Max is it looks like it might focus a little bit too much on Charlize Theron. The Hateful Eight, that's what it's called, the Tarantino movie. I'm really excited for that, but then again, we haven't seen anything for it. It's pretty much guaranteed it's going to be good because it's a Tarantino movie. And if it's like Django Unchained, it'll be good. I'm trying to think of other movies that's anticipated for this year. Fantastic
Terminator.
Four actually looks good. I don't care. I don't give a crap about Terminator. That movie looks terrible. Maybe it'll just be one of those movies with a terrible trailer, because the trailer, oh gosh, I hated that trailer so much.
Yeah.
It just looked bad.
My thing about Age of Ultron is please kill off Black Widow. Please.
What about your buddy Hawkeye?
And Hawkeye can die too. He can die too, I don't care. Look, Ultron, all you have to do is shoot Black Widow, and she's dead. Just do it.
Also, the thing is,
Just
like,
someone.
from that Age of Ultron trailer, where Captain America throws a shield and it sticks in, where it sticks in Ultron. How come that's never happened before? He's bouncing it off normal people before. Nothing. Maybe, like, he can control when it's sharp and not. But for Hawkeye and Black Widow, it's not looking so good for Hawkeye because of the fact that, you know, at least Black Widow was able to trick Loki, and at least she did something. Hawkeye got mind controlled and then ran out of arrows. and Black Widow even beat the crap out of Hawkeye.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just every time I see Black Widow in that trailer doing more and more, I'm like, oh, she's gonna have a way bigger part in this movie. Just awesome. Amazing. Just I see her touching origin. Hawk's hand. And her new look. Screw Black Widow. I hope she dies in Civil War. I'm Spider-Man, like, webs her and throws her in the ocean.
No, he's pulling a Gwen Stacy. She, like, falls off, and he just, like, shoots his web. Oh, no. Neck
he,
break.
like, doesn't mean to. He's like, oh, screw you. I can't save you. I'm sorry. I'm out of webs. Ah!
Here, let me shoot down a web. Don't grab it. Just let it attach to your neck.
Ah.
What a shame.
Yes. That'd be awesome. I hate Scar.
They need to kill some people off because they have too many people now.
Perfect. Oh my God. I know. It's just.
I would be fine with killing Black Widow and Hawkeye because it actually shows that the Marvel Universe has guts. Because right now, everyone who has died has come straight back to life, and there's no sense of danger right now. It's like it's worse than the comic book universe because, you know, the comics is like, well, no one stays dead forever. But at least they stay dead for a little bit. And this, everyone's like, dead? Nope, Coulson's back. It's like that death was so sad in Avengers, he's back. Samuel Jackson, dead. Nope, Nick Fury's back. It's just like...
He's back, guys.
Everyone dies and comes back. And then you had Iron Man. Oh, no, he died at the end of it. Nope, he's fine. Hulk restarted his heart, he's fine.
It's gonna show... Black Widow just like falling from the sky, and everybody like the camera moves away from her, and you think she's dead. Everybody's like clapping, and then like a ship comes up, and she's on top of it. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, no!"
Or Hulk could just restart everyone's heart. Now, let me ask you this: if Hawkeye and Black Widow die within the first 5 minutes of Age of Ultron, is it the best movie ever?
Yes.
Okay, then, Marvel, you know what to do
10
now.
Out of 10. You know how to make me happy. I will see a movie 5 times.
Instead of the 3 times, I'll see it with them.
I just don't like Scarlett Johansson. Some people love her. Oh, she's awesome. Black Widow. Oh, that's sexist. No, it's not. I just don't like her. I don't like the actor. If I like Wonder Woman. Look, just throw Wonder Woman in there. I'll be happy. Just pay DC a little money.
I don't like. Gal Gadot's such a bad casting.
Better than Scarlett Johansson.
No, Scarlett Johansson looks just like Black Widow. Just she's got like a man voice, but she looks like her.
Yeah, she bosses around Hawkeye all the time.
Because she beat the crap out of Hawkeye. Hawkeye's
poor Hawkeye.
Okay, oh my god, they do need to kill both of them to make room for all the others Avengers that are coming. Although Captain America is probably gonna die soon, so. Yeah, because you got Spider-Man coming, you got Vision coming. Who knows what's going to happen with Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch? You got a lot of people coming. It's like, make room for the good people. Hawkeye is cool in the comics, but not in the movie. He's terrible.
I know. It's just like he's like the guy. He's like Diggle, sitting in the car.
No, Diggle is awesome. Okay, you don't talk about Diggle like that. Diggle is the best. Diggle would break Hawkeye.
That so Diggle will see this.
Diggle would break Hawkeye. Are you kidding me? Diggle would beat the crap out of Batman. Yeah. No one can challenge Diggle. Diggle's awesome. I love Diggle. Every time there's more Diggle in an episode of Arrow, the better the episode is.
Yeah.
Don't you dare compare Diggle to Hawkeye or Black Widow. Don't mention them in the same sentence.
I know, I hate it when Diggle's only in it for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, which has been happening a lot lately. And then you had the last episode, which led to the break, and they had the whole bromance moment. It was the best. Diggle and Oliver again. That's what made season 1 so good, was the fact that Oliver wasn't a complete copy of Batman because he killed people, and it was Oliver and Diggle.
Together forever. And now, Diggle's left in the dust.
I know. Well, they're gonna be getting married, him and his ex-wife. So that's happening soon because they already had those pictures for this. Yeah, man. Diggle is just the best. I would love to see Diggle in the cinematic universe. He's already in the comics.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he'd be awesome.
He'd be.
And the other thing that makes me mad is that Black Widow and Hawkeye are already in Civil War. So I saw that, I'm like, oh, awesome. So they're not gonna die.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you knew no one was gonna die in Age of Ultron. If anyone dies, it'll probably be like Quicksilver because they're like, Fox already did Quicksilver so much better than us.
I don't like
Quicksilver, go
in
die.
that movie.
What do you mean? Quicksilver was
I like
awesome.
the Days of Future Past.
He was awesome in that movie.
Days of Future Past.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I said I don't like him in Ultron. I don't like his costume. It's just a shirt.
It looks bad too. Like he looks really slow. And when
in Quicksilver, he was like a punk teen.
What? Yeah. Well. Oh my gosh. I loved him in freaking Days of Future Past. He's awesome.
Yeah, I did too. I don't like
this.
Him in Ultron.
I'm trying not to prejudge, but it's too hard because Marvel's given us too much ammo. He just looks like it doesn't look good the way he's moving because you had that whole part on the train. It was like a really split second to where you see him moving, and it looks like everyone's in full motion because Captain America's moving as well, and he just looks bad. The effects of him don't look good, and then
his hair looks fake.
His hair looks terrible.
Am I the only one who thought that?
But no, everything about that Quicksilver looks terrible right now.
If they make it to the Infinity Gauntlet movie, I just hope Thanos goes die Black Widow, die Hawkeye, die Quicksilver. Look, they vanished. Where'd they go?
Well, I'm still being a bit optimistic because when I saw Quicksilver for Days of Future Past, I was like, I don't like his look. But in this, it's not just his look, his effects don't look very good. Just his look doesn't look good, the effects don't look good. We'll see. I doubt it'll be even close to as good as Days of Future Past, Quicksilver, but Quicksilver himself could be decent-ish, or he could become best friends with Hawkeye. You never know.
Yeah, and the other fact of them not killing anyone in those movies, it just brings no effect or anything.
I know, it's because there's no sense of danger. There's nothing. It's just like, well, everything's gonna be fine.
If they would kill Thor, then he'd be like, oh god, they just killed the God of Thunder.
And then he comes back
like, oh gosh,
in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thor's bad. But Captain America's gonna die because Chris Evans wants out so bad.
Really?
Yeah, he's gonna die. I called this way before the announcements even happened for Civil War or anything. I was saying the Civil War movie was gonna happen and that he was going to die in it. I said it in one of my episodes of Let's Talk Marvel, and now it looks like that's gonna happen because his whole contract's running up, and he wants to go and direct movies. He doesn't really want to do movies. Poor guy has to get paid tons of money to play a superhero. I feel so sorry for him.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I would take that in.
I know.
1 second, I would just say, "Whoa, thank you."
We need
I'll
more
take my money and
I love Chris Evans as Captain America, but we need more actors like Hugh Jackman and Stephen Amell who want to play the guy in everything. Stephen Amell said he wants to play Green Arrow in everything. That's why he played him in the Lego Batman games and Injustice. He did the Arrow skin. Hugh Jackman wants to play Wolverine until he dies, and then you have Chris Evans who's just I want out of my contract, guys. Getting paid too much money to play an awesome superhero. I don't like that.
I'd be like,
he enjoys the role, but he's tired of it.
You become the most known guy on Earth. If you just stay in this movie, they'll remember you as Captain America and probably no one else till a while. Are you crazy?
Well,
you're Captain America.
Now it looks like Sebastian Stan is going to be Captain America because he's going to be Bucky. I like him. He's going to be Bucky Cap. I'm fine with it because he signed a 8 or 9 movie contract, something like that, huge. So I doubt he's going to be Winter Soldier in all of those. He's going to be Captain America.
Yeah.
Because Captain America's going to die. He's going to take over the mantle, and then something will happen to Bucky, and Anthony Mackie will take over. Probably. Not 100% sure on that.
Captain America Civil War, just please have Spidey, please. More than 30 minutes.
What if Tobey Maguire comes back as Spider-Man?
Yeah, I liked it better than Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, I would be happy with that, because I just think that'd be so awesome if he came back. It wouldn't explain the whole thing on New York. Well, they could. They could be like, in Spider-Man 2 when he lost his powers, well, he did it again. He started thinking too much about Mary Jane, lost his powers, and so, the whole thing in New York happened, and now he's back.
But hey, he's back. Don't remember Spider-Man 3. Just forget about that.
Yeah, forget about that whole thing. That's how they could explain it. It would work perfectly.
It was a dream.
Dream. I like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Yeah, I did too. He was really good.
So,
anything else?
Well, no, because the stupid Star Wars spinoff. I'm still mad about the fact that we got Rogue One, and I just don't care about it at all.
I know, I don't either. And the fact that it's coming out in 2016.
Yep, right before Episode 8, I think, or right after Episode 8. I don't like. I'm confused. I'm not 100% when. Yeah, I think it's coming out like a little bit before Episode 8. Yeah, because Episode 8 comes out in May of 2017. Yeah. So it comes out a little bit before Episode 8. Disney's just squeezing all the money they can out of it with Rogue One, which I don't know why. I would much prefer to have gotten that rumored Death Star heist movie. That sounds awesome. Like an Ocean's Suicide Squad style heist movie involving Boba Fett and a bunch of other bounty hunters. Or a solo Obi-Wan movie. I really want that. Obi-Wan's my favorite Jedi, and a solo Obi-Wan movie would just be fantastic. It'd be so good seeing Ewan McGregor go around as Obi-Wan and just do Obi-Wan stuff. And explain a little bit more, because it was pretty stupid when Obi-Wan just dumped Luke off. It was like, instead of taking all this time to train you to be a Jedi, I'm just going to come back when you're like 18 and train you then. Because, it makes sense.
Then you'll be ready.
Yeah, you'll be ready then. And unlike friggin' in Episode 1, they told Anakin, oh, you're too old. But instead of, also, at the end of Episode 3, remember he's told to go find Qui-Gon, so we could do that whole thing. He goes to find Qui-Gon, and then he doesn't. Movie ends. 10 out of 10. Would watch again.
That would be pretty cool. There's a lot of possibilities they can explore.
Or tie together the Boba Fett Obi-Wan movies, which would be epic. If you did, Boba Fett comes back from the Sarlacc pit. There's all these rumors like, oh my gosh, Boba Fett back. Remember that guy who flew into the Sarlacc pit and didn't really do anything? He's back. And so Obi-Wan tries to hunt him down, and goes after all the rumors, and then they have this epic battle, and that would be so awesome.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Or they could actually do a good version of bringing Darth Maul back. I hated the fact that they brought Darth Maul back in Clone Wars. I just thought that was stupid, and he talked way too much. Because remember, in the original movie, he said like one word to the Emperor, and that was it. He didn't talk at all. And then in Clone Wars, he just talks a lot, and he's crazy.
What about Cad Bane? Bringing Cad Bane to a film.
Cad Bane didn't do anything. They were like, oh, Cad Bane was kind of like Boba Fett. They were like, oh, he's this awesome bounty hunter, but he doesn't really do anything. So that I would just be like Boba Fett trumps Cad Bane, like the rocket boots.
Yeah, what if they teamed up and stuff? Just the look of him, he looks awesome.
And they both fly into a Sarlacc pit. Movie ends. 7 out of 10. Would not watch again.
Together. Boba Fett, Cad Bane. Where?
Yeah, they all his whole goal is to go kill as many blind men as possible. That's how I was sent into the Sarlacc pit. And now Michael
forever.
But that'd be just like I was saying, bringing back Darth Maul. They had this really cool comic that happened to where Darth Maul came back for Obi-Wan, and he he was going to kill Luke actually, and he's fighting him right in front of their house, Luke's house, and they had this epic battle, and then, what was his name, Lars was his name, right? Luke's uncle? Yeah, then Lars just shoots Darth Maul while Obi-Wan and Darth Maul are fighting and kills him, and it was awesome, and I just think that would be a cool thing to see on screen, but the problem is that would have to be at the end, because you couldn't really have a 5-minute movie of Obi-Wan just showing up at Luke's house, and then Darth Maul comes, and then Lars kills him. Wait, no, is it Uncle Owen?
I thought it was Lars.
I'm so confused now. I gotta search this up now.
You have to.
I got it, man. Uncle Owen or Lars? Uncle Owen. Uncle Owen, Uncle... Yeah, Owen Lars, that's it.
Well, close enough.
So we were right, just wrong at the same time. Owen Lars movie, what do you think?
Yeah.
The guy who played him said he would come back. Joel Edgerton said he would come back in an interview. He would come back as him because he played him in episode 3.
Now he just needs a opportunity.
Owen Lars.
It's like a big pop up on the screen. Ta-da! Ta-da! There's a movie. Roll credits.
All these spinoffs we're talking about are like really short movies.
Yeah.
Gotta keep those attention.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, just like they are owned by Disney, and Disney does all those shorts. So just have a Star Wars short for every Disney movie from now on. Every Disney movie needs to have a Star Wars short in front of it. First off, you have when Owen Lars kills Darth Maul while Obi-Wan's fighting him. Then you could have the movie of Boba Fett and Cad Bane fly into the Sarlacc pit, and then fight blind people. Fight blind people, and then fly into a Sarlacc pit.
There you go. 10 out of $10 billion.
All these great ideas for Star Wars shorts. Marvel should be paying us. Well, not Marvel, Disney. The same people take now, notes. Okay?
Yeah, Disney take notes.
Yeah, Disney needs to learn how to not lose their characters. But at least they sort of got Spider-Man back. Not really, but they have him in their universe.
Sort of.
Yeah. Sony just threw him at him. It's like, make money for us. And Marvel's like, okay.
Anything if we can just use them, okay?
Yeah. We just want our Spidey back.
I know, like, if you had all that pressure on you, and, like, everybody hates you because, you won't give them up, so, like, I would do it because everybody would hate you, and then when you gave them up, everybody's like, oh, we love you, thank you.
Yeah.
And then, like, we still hate you, kinda, sorta. Halfway. We love you, halfway
we never forget the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Never forget. These were
never.
So bad. They had some good parts in them, but I did not like either of them.
Ending's terrible. First one, terrible.
But first one, he couldn't keep his mask on. Every time he fought, he took his mask off. Like, okay, let's fight now. That's all he ever did. And then, like, his whole goal in the first movie was to give away his secret identity. He freaking dunks on the basketball hoop and breaks it. He catches the football and then throws it at the goalpost and bends the goalpost. He constantly has his mask off. His whole goal is to give up his secret identity, and no one ever catches him.
It was like, you remind me of someone. Is that, like, Drew next door? Nah. You have super strength. Who could you be? Oh, you must be working out in the gym a lot. I don't know who you are.
Just been a goalpost. No one knows. It's like in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 when Harry's like, well, I've heard about the Spider-Man guy. Who is he? He's like, we don't know. Or a woman could be a woman. It's like, yeah, because that looks like a woman, all right. He's just great at hiding his secret identity. What if Spider-Man is now Black Widow?
Ta-da!
Plot twist. Tony Stark starts experimenting on spiders, and then spiders bite Black Widow, and then Black Widow dies from a Black Widow bite, and then comes back to life as Spider-Man. And Peter Parker's uncle dies anyways, and he just cries. That's all that happens.
I would give up. Be like, I'm done.
I wonder what Peter would have done if his uncle wouldn't have died. Because his uncle dying is really what forced him to be a superhero. Because otherwise he was just going to go wrestle and make money and stuff. He wasn't going to be a superhero. And then his uncle died. He's like, superhero!
I must save this city.
Same with Batman. I wonder what would have happened with Batman if his parents didn't die, but that bat still flew through the window. Would he be like, what would he do? Because, when he sees it, he's like, it's a sign. I should be Batman.
instead of his parents live, he'd just see it, he'd be like, and everybody thinks, oh, he's gonna become Batman. He actually grills the bat and eats it. That was a good dinner.
He's a billionaire. Why would he grill a bat and eat it? He'd just be like, Mother, Father, there's a bat in the library. Alfred, come and get it.
Yes, Master Bros. Whatever you say.
So the Alfred start talking like
over.
that.
Yes,
oh my gosh. So
sure thing.
So we've determined that if Batman's parents did not die, he would end up just banging Alfred somehow. Don't know why. Yes. How'd you come to that conclusion? So Bruce Wayne could have any girl who decides to bang his old English butler. Makes sense.
Do you enjoy it?
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, time to bring this podcast to an end. Very interesting. But yeah, where can they find you on the internet, John?
At the True Fry.
F-R-I-E.
Yes, F-R-I.
And you can find me at the _RCBG on Twitter and my YouTube channel, The Real Comic Book Gamer. And please rate this podcast on iTunes because it does help us, other people find us because, that's where people mostly listen to podcasts on iTunes. So please do so. And thank you for listening to this great, fantastic podcast of all time.
Bye.